everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hello.
Going to be watching more Breaking Bad. We're very excited to be watching.
Yes.
Always very intense.
That's for
Boy,
sure.
last time was...
That was really with the two cousins.
Oh, the cousin that died.
Oh, yes, I mean.
Yeah, the cousin that died,
First
yeah.
cousin, the other one
Gus
died,
ordered
the other one
Mike
did,
to-
yeah.
Gus has a lot of power, which we
right.
already
With
knew.
him.
That's right.
And I love that Gus showed his power to Walt. It was in a nicer way
That's right,
instead
yeah.
of
Very
like killing
classy.
someone or torturing him, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
And not only
That's right.
showing Walt that he knows he lied, why he
Right.
couldn't make the
My
batch
gosh,
in
that's
time.
for sure.
So hopefully Walt learns from that now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really hope Walt and Jesse working together again works out well.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Jesse didn't press too many buttons that were
Oh,
a
Jesse was
disaster.
crazy.
That was good.
Wow. Oh, my
He
gosh.
was so bored.
We could've just
go
gone
home.
So don't
Call me
press
when you're
any
back.
buttons, please.
I know, I was so worried that he was going to just start messing around. I'm like, well, hopefully, I know he's smart, and I know he has anger issues now with Walt, of course. But I'm like, I hope he doesn't start just, like, pressing things, not thinking of what will happen. Like, you have to think ahead.
That air compressor with his...
Oh, my God.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
suit?
that's-
Oh, my
suit.
God,
Oh
the
my
guy
God,
walking
that was
in,
so
like,
funny.
what are you doing?
That
Yeah.
guy's funny. I like that guy.
Yeah,
He's so
well, so
serious.
far until he does
Well,
something
yeah.
scary.
I felt bad for Gail, though.
I'm
You know?
curious about Gail
But
now. What's going to
I'm
happen?
curious about him, too, because you don't know.
I
Yeah,
think he's just
revenge
going to ride
somewhere.
off into the sunset. I don't
I
think
don't-
there's
Who
anything going to
knows?
happen.
yeah,
I
hopefully
think
not.
he's hurt.
Revenge.
I think he's genuinely hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is, but then he expected to stay with, Walt.
Yeah,
and
he
then
seems.
Walt's got Jesse now and things, and
Mhm.
he's just hurt, too.
Yeah, so I'm
Because
curious.
Walt
You
says
don't
he's
know.
classical and
That's
Gail's
right, that's
jazzy.
Jazz.
Yeah.
And then there comes Jesse coming in and
Oh,
saying...
my God, yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
classical?
You're comparing.
I know, because at first I was like, well, Gail's going to take over, but, because that whole spiel that we talked about before.
Right.
but
Yeah.
I'm like, now I feel bad for Gail because I think he really is upset and hurt by this. So I think, like, he
Yeah.
might do something. But at the same time, Gus might hopefully not hurt him in any way because
He's
he
still
didn't work
valuable.
out. He's still
Yeah.
valuable. So hopefully, like, how do you get fired from a job like that and just let go, So hopefully that works out okay.
I know, because
That's right,
you
yeah.
have to really put your trust into that employee. Because, like, now that he's gone,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
he knows a lot.
Yeah, he sure does.
He does know a lot, yeah. Maybe he has to sign like a contract, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's a
Just
contract,
kidding.
all right. There's a contract out on him now.
Contract, yeah. That's all word about.
Do or die.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Go to my other factory.
right.
Hey.
Kafkaesque.
I have no idea how to say this title. I do apologize, and hopefully we'll find out what it means in this episode.
Yeah.
So, Season 3, Episode 9, 309, go!
Kafkaesque.
That works.
Kafkaesque.
Kafkaesque.
So I think we'll find out.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Confiscate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Confiscate, maybe. I know.
Confiscate, maybe that is
Because they
confiscate.
keep doing, like, wordplay
Oh,
now.
maybe.
You guys ready?
Los pollos hermanos, the chicken brothers. Today we carry on their tradition, one taste, and you'll know.
It's new.
One taste and you'll
my
know.
God.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, jeez.
So professional.
Yeah.
Oh my
they're
god.
putting it in their... Oh, they're putting it right in their buckets.
Oh. What's that say?
And their fry batter.
Oh, my God. Yeah, see?
Wow, Gus is just right there.
Yeah.
Over by 1.5 pounds. Whatever. We'll just save it out till next week.
We ship it as is.
I've been crunching numbers, and I don't gotta be a mathematician to figure out that this deal you made is bullshit. See, he's wholesaling at 40 large a pound. That's what I was getting. All right, look, say he's getting 40
He's
a pound.
right, though.
All right,
It's gonna be a
200
lot.
pounds a week. 2,400 times 40,000 is
$96 million.
Woo!
$96 million. All right, 96.
And they're the ones making it.
Hey, we gotta hash this out. Hey,
He made a deal. He's
what's
got to
more
live with
important
it.
than money?
Hi, Marie. Is it okay if
Oh, I feel bad for him.
I visit?
He's gonna punch him or something, or slap him.
I hope not. I hope he doesn't. I know it's like building it up. I hate it.
Asshole.
Aw.
Man, he got you good.
I got a warning call. 1 minute before they attacked me.
What a call to warn you.
I don't know.
It'd be crazy if it was Gus.
Oh, Jason.
Because then if you got rid of the cousins, then it would be better for Gus and Walt.
Mm-hmm.
Are we safe?
It's a good question.
Yes.
That's a very good question.
That's
Not very
Yeah, no,
truthful, but
I'm not trusting.
yeah.
Jesse,
Oh,
about you?
therapy.
face looks better. Got a job. Job is good.
What do you
It's,
do?
Yeah, I was wondering.
Laundromat is totally corporate. My boss is a dick. The owner's super dick.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not worthy or whatever to meet him, but I guess everybody's scared of the dude.
Sounds kind of Kafkaesque.
Totally Kafkaesque.
That's what it is. That's what the title is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I want you to tell me if you can feel this.
Is he numb? No.
Crap.
Oh boy.
Oh, I hope he's not going to be paralyzed.
How about now?
Yeah, I feel a tingle.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to
I don't
10,
know.
10 being your normal level of feeling.
6.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
that's-
I hope he's not
I
just
don't
saying
know if
that.
he's saying the
Yeah,
truth.
wonder.
Here.
You saw her face, maybe?
All right,
Oh.
so
Just by the-
get him walking again.
He's
Oh,
got a long way to
geez,
go,
give him
babe.
time.
Thank God he's alive. Yeah.
Physical therapy is just the beginning. Medical equipment, it could run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh jeez.
He's going to go back to
Supposed
Walt.
to compromise
Cash.
I've seen patients and their families go bankrupt waiting to be reimbursed. Who is the best physical?
This is so horrible. You're like so stuck with
Yeah.
insurance.
Here's you, right? Pinkman, get it?
Good. Oh my
Here's
God.
your cash. You're out on the town, you're knocking boots with the chickie babes. And,
Chickie babes.
Who's this? It's the tax man. What was your mistake? You didn't launder your money. Now, you give me your money, okay? That's called placement. Hey, listen to it. Come on, I'm talking to you about your future here. Listen to reason.
How is your brother-in-law?
He'll live.
It was me.
I'm glad.
Those two men, I believe I was their prime target, but that somehow they were steered away from me to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Set the American and Mexican governments against the cartel. If this man had his own source of product, he would have the market to himself.
Yeah, it's smart.
$3 million for 3 months. That was our agreement. Extended annually. Call it 15. Would that be agreeable?
Say 30. Although it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Who's racing? I hear a race. I hear.
Yeah, he is.
Who's
Look
going
at him.
farther? He doesn't care.
Ooh.
What? He's taking
Huh?
chances because he almost
Matt
died
truck.
before?
God.
A truck! A truck!
Whoa.
No, he's not.
If you had the chance to do anything you wanted, what would you do?
Guess I would make something.
I cook food.
Yeah.
Matters, but
Paint.
work with
Draw.
my hands, I guess. I took this Botech class in high school, woodworking. My project for his class was to make this wooden box. I built it out of Peruvian walnut with inlaid zebra wood. It was smooth as glass.
See?
And I rubbed
Totally parallel.
tongue oil,
Explaining.
rich and dark.
I traded it for an ounce of weed.
Oh.
You'll burn through your savings and then what? Well, you two managed, right?
She can't get
Oh
into
no,
that.
please don't tell her.
She can't get
I hope she doesn't. That'll be
Yeah,
horrible.
she
She
better
can't.
Whoa, no.
Hey, Sky.
Oh,
Oh, whoops.
awkward.
Oh, hi, my sister's here.
Well, I just
thought I'd stop
by to see how you're holding up.
Oh, you're Ted.
Yeah, I guess no one knows.
You're right.
You were
yeah,
so
yeah,
generous.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
your gift basket. That was, yeah. Are you coming in?
Come on in. Have a drink.
Oh, yeah, you should. I'm sorry. Come on in, Ted.
Okay. I just want you to know that I'm here.
Hug it out. I know.
Here comes Walt now.
I know. Who else is
Yeah,
behind door
yeah,
number
yeah.
2?
With the squeaky car.
I gotta say, your sister's seeing me here. I mean, is there some reason for secrecy I'm not getting?
Yeah, because
Don't do
Walt's
that
gonna
there.
come right to the
You
door.
really want to do this now?
What's that?
Take as much time as you want.
Poor guy, he only
so
meant well,
sweet.
but I know we
Yeah.
shouldn't have pushed it there, but I get it.
Well, he didn't know
Oh,
she was
jeez,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Darth Vader had responsibilities. He's responsible for the Death Star.
True that. To it and bitch.
Just saying.
All right, let's start slinging again. Booyah! Let's do it. Maybe all we need is the meth.
Don't mess with Gus, even though it's extra.
No,
Don't do
boy,
that.
no. Jesse's like a loose cannon, really. I don't know.
201.8.
Yeah, he's going to do
He's
something.
lying.
He's
It's
gonna do something.
22.5. Yeah, 2202.
Anybody want to introduce themselves?
Is that Badger?
Yes,
I
it
was gonna
is.
say-
I'm going to say, yeah, who was this?
So, my name's Brandon. It's math.
Not that blue stuff.
Are they acting it?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't raise my hand.
Oh my god, they're advertising. Is that what they're
Yeah,
doing?
Yes.
It's like lighting my whole head on fire.
Oh, that's,
It's
he's
messed
going to be the
up.
first.
Sparks that
Stuff
come
burn you
on.
down.
Stay strong, brothers. Stay strong.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
terrible.
come on.
Oh god, guys, I know that's their
Here we go,
business.
my
And
God.
Jesse's masterminding it all.
And he is not going to be in a wheelchair at 43.
Walt's going to try to. He's going to sign up for longer so he can pay for it.
I just wish there was something more that we could do.
Walt,
Do another GoFundMe.
We can always pay their bills. I think Marie should know the truth.
Oh, my
What?
goodness, don't-
Oh,
her husband was
gee.
just. Oh, God.
I think that
You're into gambling.
You're into gambling.
And so that's how this all started, for better or worse. He paid his medical bills the only way he knew how.
What do you mean, like Rain Man?
Oh, jeez.
Well, no, I don't pretend to understand, all the details, but at first he went to the casinos, but then he realized
Don't
that
get into details.
Don't get
Just
into
say
details.
just
He's gonna come
gambling
back.
one.
Back to bite you.
the casinos
Oh, my God, look at her.
guess for a couple months there you were sort of leading a double life, weren't you?
She's
Kinda out
thinking
there, but
about
not.
it.
Yeah.
Help me open.
So all this is to say, we have the money. No more.
Thanks,
gambling.
guys.
How
Much.
much money?
Okay.
it's into seven figures.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Look at her eyes. Oh, honey.
How did you come up with that?
I learned from the best.
It's true though. I
Yeah.
know
like,
he
I'm
was
so
trying
proud
to
of
do
you,
it for
girl.
a reason, but
Somehow, Hank is here because of you.
And you're going to pay for it.
Forgetting that.
Just got a point there,
Oh,
buddy.
boy. Yeah.
good way to end an episode, huh? Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really-
I'm
I'm-
strong.
Oh.
I like Skylar anyways, but I'm really liking her a lot more
Yeah,
now, you
wow.
know? Because in the
Yeah.
beginning of the show, we were kind of like, oh, she's kind of self-centered because it was
Very
always me doing
selfish.
what I want. Like, you have no decision in this.
Right.
Like, she cares for Walt a lot, but loved him. Still loves him, but she was very like, what about me? And she's emotional too, and being pregnant and all that. I know it's not always about that, but there's a lot of stuff going on emotionally with her, and I like how she is now, where she's still hiding it because she doesn't want to be exposed as well, because now she's
Sure,
part of that whole
definitely,
thing, even
Exactly.
though she didn't want to
Shouldn't go to
be.
jail just as
Keeping
much
it
as-
secret, and she doesn't want Walt Jr. to know. So that's a bigger reason why she's keeping it secret. But I like how she is still kind of staying loyal to that, even though it's for those reasons.
That's right, yeah.
She totally loves his money.
Yeah,
Did
she
you see the
does.
gleam in
I
her
know, I
eyes?
did. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
totally tell.
Seven
She's like,
figures,
oh,
and I
okay.
can't believe you said it that high. I would have
Right,
been very
right.
low.
Yeah, well,
Because
yeah.
I
I'm glad
wouldn't
she
even want her
said
to
something
know.
to him though, like, because
Yeah.
at that point I'm like, is she really
Yeah.
going to get back with him? Because now she's like, okay, I'm just going to accept this. I mean, over time, kind of be like, holy
she
crap,
will.
it's a lot of money, and I think we all can tell that she really still cares for Walt. But I love how she said at the end, I think this happened to Hank because of
That's
you.
right, yeah.
So I'm glad
She
she said that
definitely
instead of
that-
trying to be
that's
like
so
flirting with
true.
him or something. Like
That's
she's
right.
really with it, and she knows exactly what he's doing. So so she's not a pushover or anything. So she's just laying it out there for him.
Boy, what a lie, huh?
Oh, I tell you.
And he's
that
so
was
funny.
really-
He's like, yeah, and then what did I do?
love that. That was great. I know, because we know that he's
Yeah.
like totally like, okay, I gotta retain
And
everything.
he was
that you're
like very
saying.
happy that she lied for him, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
She
that
learned
was
from the
scary because I'm
best.
like, there's no way she could just spew out that he's doing meth and all this
God.
because
I know.
Marie will not be able to not
No,
say
because-
anything. She maybe can hold her mouth like for
No,
a few
because
hours or
known
something.
cartel just died in the same
Oh my
hospital
God, yes.
with her
Yeah.
husband. I mean, there's no way she could ever
They're gonna
say
keep
that.
connecting things, and just getting more into it,
Connecting
you
the
know.
dots.
Oh my God. And poor Ted. Ted goes
I
to
actually
console
felt really bad
her.
for him.
You know, he gives her all this time off.
That's right, yeah. God.
You know, you
It's
can
not
tell
healthy,
he really
yeah.
cares for her, and
Yeah.
she's just poo-pooing him off.
Yeah.
like that.
She just
So
used him.
that also made me think, she used him and made me think that she wants to get back with Walt. Like her whole idea of once things smooth over, if they ever do,
Yeah.
maybe she'll go back to him. But I know that, Skylar does care for Ted, but I feel bad that it's not mutual. Yeah,
Well,
like
I think
really
he
wanted
he
something
cares
out of
for
it.
her, but yeah, she doesn't care for him as
No,
much.
not as much.
No.
Yeah.
And I think she has a plan to possibly get back with Walt later. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
As
know
soon
it
as
was
he
just a
signed
phase
the
she went
divorce
through.
papers, she was like, "Oh,
I know
You
she's
signed that?
very wishy-washy
You know,
about it.
No.
it's like, yeah, that's what you wanted." And he moved out, and then she was like, almost like turned
Yeah.
the table.
I feel
a
like they're
little
just going to be neutral partners, of course, and then they're going to start to be friends again, and then maybe get together down the road. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe not. For the longest time, I don't want to say spoilers.
Women,
I was
we
going to
always
like
change our
compare that
minds.
to Vikings, so I won't. But from season 1, like I just thought, people just always get back together, and it's not always the case.
No, it's not. And the baby, we haven't seen Holly in forever.
I know, poor
Yeah,
Holly.
that's
Hopefully
right,
she's doing
Holly,
well. I'm
yeah.
sure she is. But
All this other stuff.
yeah, I'm glad
was the
Hank's doing
summary
okay.
babysitter?
I really hope that he'll be able to walk
Yes.
at some point. I know he got shot a lot. I just didn't even think that could be a possibility that he might be paralyzed. But
And
it's
maybe,
true.
maybe he's just, it looked like he wasn't really honest with that little assessment that the doctor did.
I'm kind of
I'm
questioning
yeah,
that.
I
I'm
think
just
so,
sure
there's
there's
other
Yeah.
assessments they can do.
Hank laying back and Marie looking over him. I kind of
can
thought
see
maybe that he saw her reaction to him not feeling anything, and maybe he changed his mind. I think I'm overthinking that, but you and I both thought the same
No,
thing.
because
So
if you
Yes.
yourself were lying in bed,
yeah,
That's right.
and you guys are
could
all
not
over me, I'd be
feel-
like,
and you
oh,
were, you just said to
maybe.
the doctor, "This is the moment of fate,"
Mm-hmm.
and you really felt something. I would be like, "Holy crap, I can feel that!"
Feel, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
He
you know,
wasn't-
I
he
would be
wasn't
like
feeling
so
too much, yeah.
excited.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, "Oh, I can feel that."
And then he went back to
Yeah.
3 on the scale or whatever.
He-
like
the
when he
left
went
side
up.
was worse
So
than
I
the
was
right.
kind of wondering if he was being honest at that point because
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I don't know who, like how
It's
he
gonna
would
take a
lie.
long
Right.
time. Marie has to, and she's in the medical field. I mean, I know she's in radiology
Yeah.
still. I mean, that's still.
But
medical
sometimes you have to
You
be
should
your own
know
advocate
that
because she does know about
it
the whole
takes a
insurance
while.
thing, and it does suck because insurance, especially in the U.S., is so hard because it's so expensive, and you're so
But you're in
tight
network.
to whatever that covers. You know,
That's
like
right.
it sucks, and you can't go out of that. So she's like,
Stay in
Well,
that
if
way.
we're
she-
offering 4 days or 3 days a week. What was it 4 days a week?
4
And
days a
he
week,
probably would
yeah.
need more, but it's always a hit or miss because depending on your health and how bad, what nerves are damaged, like
Right, and
you
it's
can't
not
get
workman's
it.
comp
Exact-
because he was late. He was
Yeah.
off the job.
right,
They
that's
suspended
true,
him, so
yeah.
he wasn't working.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a
yeah.
bummer. But just like with Walt, they went out of network. They didn't even go into network. They
Network,
just went
yeah.
on their own to
Because
pay
they couldn't-
for the cancer.
Because that stuff wasn't covered, I don't think, right?
It
'Cause
was
the
covered,
people
but they wanted
to
the
see.
best.
Yes,
That's
that's
right.
true.
And it's the
Yeah.
same thing with Marie. She wants the best.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of
And
going,
that's what's so sad because there's so many people who cannot afford the best, and I know they struggled and
That's
kind of
really a
managed.
shame.
but
Yeah.
but fortunately, they still have insurance.
Yes.
They can still go with what they have, and then maybe pay out of pocket any extra in that same
Yeah.
network.
that's
But
right,
I know
yeah.
you
It
know,
just
it's
stinks,
hard.
and I know it's a
Very hard.
huge,
Oh my
complicated
God,
debate.
have
but-
insurance.
Yeah.
But to not have insurance, and you're paying so much money into insurance, and you know how many millions of people are paying for insurance, and yet it still won't cover like the best of the best. It only covers certain things,
That's
and
for sure,
you
yeah.
always want the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
for loved ones, absolutely. And it
you
just
do,
sucks that
that's-
unless you're a millionaire
That's
or
right.
whatever, and you can afford whoever, like you're always going to get the best treatment, and then whoever else is
Yeah.
stuck with whatever their insurance can afford. Yet
And
you
unfortunately,
spend
that
so much
always
every
has
month.
to be a topic of,
Yeah.
okay,
Definitely.
oh, you have to have this? Okay, what kind of insurance you have? That's the first question, but unfortunately, that triggers
Happens,
what
yeah.
care you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And
a shame, but that's how it
It does stink.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of thinking that Skylar was going to offer a GoFundMe page like she did with
I
Walt.
After you said that, I was like,
Wow.
maybe.
Like that with her, but with
sure
Walt
that's-
Jr. did
yeah,
with.
too obvious. Yeah.
So you never know. Walt Jr.
Yeah.
might do it with.
That's
Oh,
a smart
maybe,
idea.
right,
And
yeah.
going to like the money
But they're
laundering
not
thing.
now because they're going to take his money.
God.
Now doing this placement with Saul with this salon. I think Jesse will do it.
Yeah.
I know he's mad
But
right
you
now,
know,
but I
look
think
at
he'll think about
Gus.
it. Yeah.
Putting freaking meth and fry batter. Like
Oh
the
my
fry
God,
mix,
that's
the,
right.
the fry mix.
How smart is that though? Because that's why they're
Oh,
perfectly
wow.
ziplocked. I'm like, wow,
That's
how
right.
professional is that? Because
The
I can
people
see.
involved in doing it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, you see how many people.
Yeah, I can see
distribution.
like doing like a lot of like Ziploc bags or something, and not like airtight vacuum sealed bags. And I'm like, because they're going into the fry or the nasty whatever that
So
stuff
now
is.
that it's
Yeah.
in the fry batter, so every
Fry batter. Oh, it's
every
so good though, I'm sure.
store,
Yeah.
Hopefully
the
no bag
manager or
leaks.
whoever is going
Get a mess.
to open that, and they
Batter.
must know about it to get
And
it.
they showed the map of it.
That's what I mean. Like, there's so much trust there. If one employee
And how many
says something, how much research do they have to do to each employee to make sure that they're trustworthy? And even then, even if it's on paper, like, yes, I can go so far, but you never know, like, what people say to their family or friends or... So hopefully no one says anything, but they have a great system going on. Apparently they've been doing it a while. and-
Exactly. And you know, when Jesse was figuring out, okay, 96 million for the 3 months. Now all these people know. So they all have a cut. They have to have something to get paid by Gus.
I know, because Gus makes so much money,
So,
and even when they were
he makes all that money,
before,
but yeah,
just
he's
through
giving
the
how
glue.
much. Exactly.
Not even anything else that they're selling, you know, just through the blue meth that he's making ish, like 96-ish or millions, you know, I can't even like
Right, he's gotta
comprehend
pay
that
all
kind of
those
money
people.
at all.
I mean, that's a lot of distribution. And a
Yeah,
lot of
so
people
money is
knowing.
power too, and he knows how to handle it, and people respect him. Like,
So that's the ultimate laundering. I mean, he's not doing the money part, but he's moving the product out there.
Yeah, he is.
So he's got a bigger nail salon.
I know, probably a lot of them too.
He's got
more chicken.
He's got the chicken
restaurants.
Chicken
Yeah,
restaurant.
I know. I'm craving chicken. We should start like eating fried chicken. When we
We're gonna
watch
get
this
a
stuff.
bucket of chicken.
A bucket of chicken somewhere. But yeah, no, he is so smart in how he does it. And Jesse and friends going into that whole
Oh my God! Yes.
group, you know,
Jesse,
that
what
we
are you
have
doing?
like,
You know,
that sucks.
you're making less money, but it is a safer way to
That's
make
right.
money.
They're in the lab.
And you're a young guy. I mean, if you go
You
out
saw
on
what
the
you
street,
went through, but he's
Yeah.
already selling it, so it's contradicting it anyways. So it's like whatever.
yeah,
at
but he
this
doesn't
point.
have to go out, you know, face to face
That's
with,
right,
you
yeah.
know.
I know he's
people.
risking it, and I think it's a huge no-no that he wants to. I get his reasoning that it's extra that they made that's not part of the quota, but he's still stealing materials from them. So that's going to be very bad with Gus because you're stealing now from them. No matter how you look at it,
And you
it's still
can't tell
their
me
stuff.
they don't have cameras and microphones in that little
God,
factory down there.
I don't know, yeah, because I know they covered things up. I don't think they would want evidence, but still, like, there's evidence right there. I don't know.
You know, right where they make it. Like, I'm surprised Gus, if he didn't have a camera, was seeing if they're taking anything out.
I don't know. I overthink it, but you're right, because they have all that stuff there, but at the same time, I don't think they'd want any video evidence, God forbid, somehow someone hacks into
but
it.
he doesn't trust
who
Jesse
knows?
anyway.
Yeah.
He never did trust Jesse.
Yeah, so this is going to be really bad. You know they're going to find out somehow. Hopefully Walt finds out and says, what the freak are you doing? You got to stop this. Because they're still at each other's throats right now. They're bashing heads, and, you know, Jesse's a little aggressive, and even him saying and catching
he's a
that
little
it's over.
Yeah,
That the amount's over, and Walt's like, don't worry about it. I would, well, not that we haven't experienced in this, but just thinking if I do a little extra at a job, like I'll be like, oh, whatever, you know, I'm not going to like pinch pennies or whatever. Jesse's right, and I think he's so smart for doing numbers because he is smart.
He
and
was
is
cute. He
focused,
goes,
and
I
he
double
actually
checked
did-
it about 1,000 times.
Yeah, I know, it's cute. I know. I love that. But he really did do the math, and Walt actually agreed with him. He's like, no, you're right. But
Walt
he
actually knew right off the bat.
but he's just in denial about it because
Yeah.
he's like, he just wants enough money to cover his family and stuff. And Jesse's seeing the bigger picture now. So it's kind of cool that Jesse, instead of just, he was like that in the beginning where Jesse was like, oh, well, we made this much. Who cares about this? You know, and he's like, no, he goes, we got to make it like this and make a lot more money doing it this way instead of like just doing whatever. Like we have to have a system. And now they're changing roles. So Jesse's
That's
like, no.
true.
Now he's seeing the bigger picture. We're doing all this work, and yet he's distributing our work, and yet making $96-ish million.
Right,
And
because
then
remember
we're
when,
making
when Walt said to
$1.5
Jesse,
million
go back
each.
and get that money. Go, and that's when that whole ATM fell on that guy.
My God.
Oh my God, yeah. It's amazing when these
so-
major things happen, but this story keeps moving so far that it's like these bad things happen and it's like, oh, that's it. And we might hear more about it later, but I was just so traumatizing.
And how
So I
about the
think we
guys
come
going
back.
to the rehab, to the session?
Yeah,
that's what I mean from before. Yeah, that's why I was just like...
But I mean, like going to now to the church and talking to the people and saying, the blue man.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, before,
okay.
how unfair is that they did that?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know
And
like
everyone's
he's
like
clean
pricking
now.
up and he's
Yeah,
like,
my
oh.
God.
And it's different with Jesse seeing that where I'm happy for him that he's clean. Like he's actually doing really good now and he's more of a business guy. He has his act together. But to do it to these other people, and I get it because that is his business and he doesn't want to contradict. Well, he does, but you can't contradict it because you're selling to all these people anyways that are doing drugs. But these people are actually trying to get help.
Just like Jane.
Yeah.
Jane tried to, and
that's right.
But you are a criminal, and that's how you make a living, and it just stings because there's so many different views depending on your situation and all that. But I think it really does suck, though. These people are trying to get rehabilitated, and sometimes I guess it's by force or something. I feel like people are trying at least when they go to these meetings, and then when someone else coming in and being like, oh, and trying to actually advertise it, that stinks. That's kind of a low blow.
Like Jane, her father always went with her. Maybe did he have a problem as well?
We never found that out. I don't think he never said it.
Maybe he pulled her, made her go.
Yeah.
I think he made her go because he cared, but we were never told if he had like any kind of issue. He was at the bar once having a few drinks, but he was really stressed. So I think it was just because
like
he was
those
trying
people
to
in that circle, they looked like they
abstain.
were there because they wanted to be there.
Yeah,
kind of.
So that was hard, but it is kind of cool seeing
prestigious.
Jesse clean though, and still like being a business guy. But it just sucks that he went to the meeting to do it, But he's still selling to millions of people, I'm sure,
And the bad part is, he's starting so small where he already has this job. I mean,
I think he's just rebellious at this point because he wants to make more money and he's trying to see a bigger picture, which is great.
Greedy.
He's following through thinking of a bigger picture with Gus, but not with the side job. I'm like, now you're not thinking about it. If they ever find that out, like you're screwed.
Did you just see what happened?
Yeah.
If you only knew.
I mean, Gus has been very powerful and taking over stuff, but we haven't seen anything violent with him yet. And that could definitely be a side of Gus we might see. I don't know, but just he's stealing product, like that's not good at all.
No, that's
love
not
this
good.
show. Holy crap! Like,
And what about that conversation that Walt had with Gus?
Yeah, that was actually an awesome conversation. As much as like Gus doesn't say anything the whole time, I'm like, all right, best behavior.
Best behavior.
Another smile, just stare at you. Like I love the acting.
And the
so great.
same deal was the same. He didn't say, "Oh, I caught you on your." He went right to how's your brother-in-law. But he already knew. He already established that he knew he caught him in a lie.
And he still says it as like a caring thing. So I love it how he keeps it as normal conversation.
Yes, very
not
business.
like, oh, how's your brother-in-law doing? Like kind of like scolding him or something. Like he was like a caring. But I know that's how he is. Like that's how he treats people. And I really honestly think that's a good tactic because fear can go so far. And again, I'm trying to make reference to other shows, but we're so good with like not spoiling stuff, so we try not to like reference too many other shows. But there's another show, cough cough, I'll say Game of Thrones, like a few seconds of a spoiler, but how like, fear can, really go far with controlling people, but it'll only go so far until people just want to get rid of you.
Exactly.
Like if people really respect you for what you do, like Walt actually really respects Gus and how he handles business. It's better to have people following you that really care about what you do and respect you.
And he said he
you'll go a lot
respected
farther
him,
and be protected.
but he connected everything. Finally, he connected everything, and he told him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a mastermind plan.
It was. I love how they just like flat out told us why all this happened. I love how they explained everything with Gus and his whole plan to cut off ties down south. Like that's like perfect in how they did that. And I know we're blind to a lot of stuff, and it shows how blind we are to this because we don't really know like exactly how things are going to go down. And some people who actually comment on our channel, and it's not everyone, but some people who comment on our channel say like, oh, well, of course this is why that happened. But a lot of times when we get explanations on, well, you should have known that, is when that person's already seen the series and isn't living in this episode. Like they're just like, oh, well, this is why, like you should have known that. But the reason why I say that is because a few other shows that we've watched in the past, we've had comments like that. And then after talking to them, I'm like, well, just keep in mind, we don't actually know. You don't find this out till the next episode. And we actually have people who respond back and they're like, oh, you're right. Yeah. Because in that moment, you don't know about X, Y, Z. Not always the case. Sometimes
we forget, that's right.
Yeah.
Before,
not a whole lot though, but I get like, we get passionate about our shows that we love, and we really do love this. And sometimes we won't talk about something as much, but we're always trying to be open-minded to be like, okay, well, what will happen here? Yeah. And it doesn't mean that we forget about what happened, because the whole thing with Jesse's aunt and stuff, we never forgot that. No. But because we haven't talked about it in a while, and then with the feud with trying to get the house back from his parents, and people are like, well, how can you forget about the aunt? It was the aunt's house, and he took care of his aunt. And I'm like, well, we never forgot about that. We talked about it a lot, but it's just interesting. We always love what you guys have to say. You guys are always so respectful and nice. Some of you have been warning us not to read the Breaking Bad comments, so we don't want to be spoiled at all. Amazing show. I love the idea of what Gus did. How smart. Like, he's such a businessman. So hopefully Walt and Gus will be good friends now.
And not only that, it's even showing with the police, with the DEA, with Gomi going in to see Hank and showing him, look at it, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I wish he didn't do that right then. I know they were just trying to throw that in there.
He was excited. He was like, you were right.
That's right.
Hank.
And he's like, morphine. He's like, I can't hear this right now. It's not working. Yeah. It is so good having Hank that close, though, because Walt hears everything.
I know.
God,
when
he's
he was
there
sitting there, when
it.
Gomi came in, I'm like, he's going to know some inside stuff.
Because, again, Gus is very smart. He knows how to play the game very well. And yet he has a DEA agent very close because he's related to his big employee now. But he's probably thinking, I want Walt to be mentally okay doing what he needs to do for my business. But I also want Hank to be a close inside person that's clueless, that kind of just gives away all the information of the DEA and how close they're getting to the Blue Mets so they can change up their plans. So I think that's a very smart...
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus for sure.
And
I really love how he does business, as scary as that is, because I know this whole thing is bad anyways. Breaking Bad, but... Sorry.
Exactly.
Say that. Very good. I so can't wait to watch more of this series. It's always so great.
Yeah, very good.
I really want Jesse and Walt to be okay. I always say that all the time. It's always going to be a battle.
A jerk. I mean, I don't know.
Well, he is so angry too. He just got the crap beat out of him by his brother-in-law. I get where Jesse's coming from. A lot has happened, and God forbid he probably won't ever know about Walt killing Jane, but God forbid that ever got out. Wow. He has a lot of hate against Walt, and I don't blame him. I know he cares about Walt too. He was happy about his cancer going into remission and stuff, but he's screwed Jesse over so many times. And at the same time, it's just a hard business to be in. They're very different people, and I'm just hoping eventually, he'll be better. But he is being a jerk right now too. He's letting his anger take control of him. But I do love them working together because they're creating a lot of meth.
Oh my God. I just want to see how he's going to try to get it out of there.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit at a time.
No,
I want to see how, if Marie's going to make Walt go to, Gamblers Anonymous or something.
I know, that's totally going to come back to them. That's going to come back to them, because then she's going to start looking up stuff, because she's so nosy. Yeah. She's going to start looking into gambling, blackjack, whatever. I know nothing really about blackjack at all. So it looks like Walt doesn't either. So she's going to start questioning him, oh, what about this? And that weird thing that Skylar said. And Walt was like, yeah, that,
that bench, some kind of...
Yeah, and I was like, what does that mean?
Strategic bench.
I'm sure that's a popular saying or something, but she's going to start quizzing him later, and then she's going to start piecing it together, because I just see her doing that,
Right. We're just recovering. You want to play some cards?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I love how they stage things too, where when the characters start talking, they'll kind of have an open conversation, leaving us on edge. Are they really going to say it? Is Walt really going to tell Hank right now? And then it's something kind of close to home,
Skylar
but not.
Really going to tell Marie right now?
And it's gambling. Okay, well, all right. I thought she was going to say selling weed, and I'm like, well, what's worse? They're both illegal, right? So. Don't tell Hank anything. Just don't tell Hank. Hopefully he'll not know, but he will know.
You just told Marie. Marie is
she's
the loudspeaker.
That's right.
Yeah, so... Anyways, this show keeps moving forward. I love the flow of it. Holy crap, always great to watch. It's very intense. It keeps us into it the whole entire time. Love it.
It's great.
Yeah, and we learned what the title meant. I'm still not going to try to pronounce it, but that was kind of funny. And because we're I don't even know what that means.
You know what we didn't mention was... Walter speeding in his car.
Oh yeah, that was actually
the whole shipment was going by.
Things to say, but I feel
himself.
Why does he do things like that? Okay, he almost died of cancer. He still has cancer.
He said, after he saw the shipment go by, then he sped. But no, the shipment went by, he saw Gus.
Yeah.
He's fed.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think with Walt, he has like a power trip adrenaline thing where he just like lives in the moment of like just the thrill of it. And I know there's more to it, but I think because he almost died of cancer, he went into remission, and he still could possibly die, of course, from cancer. And then Gus saved his life. He knows that. So now he's risking his life to be like, okay, fate will have it. Am I going to survive? Should I keep going forward with doing this yearly now? Or, you know, so I know like he's probably just going in the moment of chance and being like, what do I do? You know?
Right.
But I think he likes the thrill. Like, he likes the adrenaline. Like, and closing his eyes. And I get, like, okay, you want to risk your life. It sucks, but okay. But don't risk other people's lives. You're going to kill that truck driver or anyone else, like, coming the other way. I mean, the truck is bigger. But you never know how that accident's going to happen.
Exactly.
You know? Like, people who... that's a whole nother story. But, like, people who, like, jump in front of cars and stuff. You know? Like, it's just... It's absolutely sad and horrible. But I'm like, don't take other people out because, you know, you're just done with everything. Like, it's just sad. It's sad and... It's a little different here because he's, I think, in the thrill. I don't think he was trying to be suicidal there, but it was just, that was in the moment. And
that car survives this entire series.
my goodness.
I know, it's so little. I always love it. I thought I was going to like die after that.
There.
Yeah, what a close call too, like cutting back into the road right before he hits the truck. Insane. But yeah, so I know we'll have more to say next time, of course, because I love doing this once a week again, because when we just talk so much during our reviews, and then afterwards I think about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this we didn't talk about, and then this, and we get to really think about this episode. I like that, so we get to appreciate it more too. So we'll end it there. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys!